thought or for a topic, it would be, it has been Father filtered before it ever got to you. Can I talk to y'all for just a little while? It has been Father filtered before it ever got to you. It had to go through God. Can I talk to y'all just for a little while? It has been Father filtered before it got to you. It had to go through God. I looked up the word filter. It says a filter is something that, on a car has an oil filter. And what the oil filter does is it catches all the unwanted materials before it goes back into the motor. Come on, somebody. It catches all of the devices. It catches all of the stuff that don't belong, that they don't need to go back into the motor. It don't need to go back. So it catches it. It filters the oil. The oil has to go through it before it can go back to the motor. So when I tell y'all that God done filtered it before it got to you, what it is a lot of things. We understand that I read a verse that said the devil desires to sift you as wheat. He desires to sift you as wheat. And so what I'm telling y'all is, when we understand that God has already filtered a lot of the stuff that was supposed to get to us. Amen. Come on, somebody. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Hold on. Before y'all got here, I was listening to Linda. And Linda was talking about one of her friends. I gotta just listen. When it's been Father filtered, Linda was just talking about one of her friends and say, well, one was they was at the same trailer, and one said, you know what, the weather looked like it's getting a little bad, so I'm gonna try to make it home. I'm gonna make it my own story. He didn't say all that, but that's what I'm gonna say. He said, I'm gonna try to make it home because it look like it's getting a little bad outside, so I'm gonna try to make it home. He decided to leave, and she said he looked in his rearview mirror and he saw that there was some black clouds, and them clouds were looking ugly, but they was behind him and he was in front of them. Come on. So she said that when the man gets home, she said he find out that the same house, come on, the same trailer that he was in, that the tornado touched down on top of the trailer, killing his friend. Come on, somebody. When his father filtered, come on, when his father filtered, you can look back and say, hold on, if it had not been for the Father, come on, who filtered that thing, come on. If it had not been for God who was on my side, if it had not been for the Lord, then I would have been there. Come on. A lot of us understand that we have been in some places that we know if it had not been for God's filter. Come on. A lot of us want to be in prison. We know that man wasn't no good. He was cheating, she was cheating, but because of God's filter, I ain't killed nobody. Come on, somebody, because the Father filtered some things. Come on. If it had not been for the filter of the Lord, we understand that the brother would have stayed there and probably been another body that they were saying it wouldn't have been 6, it would have been 7. If it was 7, it might have been 8. Come on. He would have been a part of that. But when you understand that God has a filter, when you understand that God has a filter, that he said, no, not that, but now I'm going to get him a little more time. No, not him. Oh, no, not her. Yeah, I know you want to. Come on. You know how many people right now that smoking some drugs, come on, that got fentanyl in it, but God said, it ain't your time. Come on. You wondering why you can't get down. Everything holding me up. One ain't smoking, and he over there smoking, and I got to get down. And you find out you the one that knock on the door and they dead. All because of God's filter. Come on. All because of God hearing what mama said. All because of God hearing what daddy said. All because of God hearing what the church said. He filters some stuff for us. Can we just talk to y'all just for a little while? Do you understand that God will filter some things for you? That God will call some things. Come on. I call those things to be not as though they were. What God will do is he'll have you being able to look back over your life and say, if it had not been for the filter of the Lord. Come on, I don't know about you, but I know. I put this out here. I just did this thing this morning. This is a morning service. I mean, it says, when we understand that everything we go through has to go through the Father first. Come on, when it's got to be Father filtered first, that means that the few particles that do get through, God is saying, I would never put more on you. Come on, somebody. Come on. I understand that what you're going through might seem like it's a lot, but just imagine if the Father didn't filter it, because the devil desires to sift you like wheat, or the devil desires to kill you. Can I just say, the devil desires to just take you all the way out. That is his desire. My desire, come on, let me tell you, can I tell y'all what his desire is? But the thief or the devil only comes to kill, to steal, desire to kill you, but since the Father filtered it, come on, since the Father said no, since the Father said, I ain't let you touch their body, Job, I ain't let you touch his spirit, come on, but I would never let you touch his stuff. What I'm telling y'all here, when you understand it all you done been through. Can I just talk to y'all just for a little while? When you understand that it could have been worse than what it is. Come on. I know you may be going through something. You may be feeling like you can't on every side, but it's somebody that wish they was in your position. You know how many folks will trade your position right now? Huh? Listen. Once I figured out, this is what I said. I said, once I figured out that Daddy has his hand in it, I could just go a little further. When I found out it was Father figure, when I found out that my Daddy, which is God, had his hand in it, and that nothing could come through unless he said it gave me permission, then I could go a little further. When I started to catch it, I found out that it's already been filtered. And you know what I found out? So you know what? The devil desired to take me all the way out, but since God wouldn't allow it, I had to go through some stuff. Have you ever just had to go through? Some things are just a process. Some things are just some stuff that you just gotta go through it. Some things you just gotta go through it to get to the other side. Come on. When you think about the children of Israel, they had to walk through the Red Sea to get to the other side. Come on now. Some things you just gotta go through. I believe the Bible puts it this way. It said that Jesus had need be to go through Samaria. Come on, somebody. Come on. So God is letting us know that some things we just gotta go through. Come on, you can't go around. A lot of us, can we be honest? A lot of us done took the shortcut and find out. Let me help you. I was Wednesday, I believe it was. When the storm was? What day the storm was? Wednesday? Thursday? One day. Wednesday or Thursday. We just said Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember what day. But it was Thursday. Since y'all know, y'all sure it's Thursday, okay? I'm going to say Wednesday or Thursday just to be safe. No, Thursday, I was coming out of Birmingham, and the storm had to come through, so I stopped at the exit 231, and I stopped at the 231, and I see Cedric Johnson. I'm going to go after shooting. And I usually don't never go in the store. I never go. I just fuel up and go. I never walk in the store. But that's what happened this day. When I pull in out of the fuel aisle, it's a truck. It's not a truck. It's a hot shot in front of the, so I can't go nowhere. I said, I'm just go in the store. I know I ain't gonna buy nothing anyhow, because honey bun, $3 for honey bun, and pack of cracker, $2.59. So I don't know why I don't even know why I'm walking there. God, no, I ain't gonna buy nothing. I'm looking, I don't even know why I'm going in here, because I know I ain't gonna buy nothing now. So, but I go in there and I see Cedric Johnson. Cedric say, man, it's an 18-wheeler turn. You might can make it to the 205, so get off at the 205 and take 31 on down in the Prattville. Then you can get back on and you can go on to the house. I get to the 205. And I get to the 205 and I cut off and I get on 31. I go 31 about 8 to 10 miles and the traffic stop. Come on, somebody. And I'm looking like, what's going on up here? I see folk, I can't see it so far up there, but I see cars turning. I said, well, I guess they letting a certain amount of cars through, then they letting us go, then they let a certain more through, and then they let us go. Then I get a little closer, and these songs are making a U-turn. Come on, somebody. So 31 is blocked also. So I was going to take the 147, because 147, I can run back to 231, and the man said, I can't go that way. I know that. That's why I know that way. Take my out of register. I know that. So what I do is I turn around and I get back on 31. I get back on 65. I said, what, a 200? If we get off at the 200, and you can go back the other way. And the folks said, no, it's blocked that way too. But for 4 hours, I sit at another place. Come on, somebody. from 6:30 to when I left at 10:30. But I got to doing the math. If I would have left at the right time, come on, y'all ain't with me. I would have been at the 2:05 in the store. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all hear me? For 4 hours, I could have been complaining. I need to go. What are you holding me up for? They for the I need to go. But I know it was Father Filter, so I said, shoot, I recorded myself Sunday. Let me watch Sunday, man. Grace Johnson, go Johnson. You a bad boy, Johnson. Come on, Johnson. Shoot, I got a host of it. Oh, I ain't watched that video. It's a family reunion. I knew that picture was in there. Come on, for 4 hours. I understood that God's saying, boy, if I allow you to leave, I know what you're going to come into. I know what's there for you. I understand what the devil got for you, but God is saying, I will make these folks think they're doing you bad, but they don't understand the patience that I have. I'm one of the most patient people. I can sit there on the phone for 4 hours. The phone put me on hold for 4 hours. I stayed on. I'm sorry, we'll be back in the I don't care. I need to speak to somebody. So if I got to stay out here for 4 hours, I'm going to stay here for 4 hours because I got to speak to somebody. And I'm just one of the most patient people. And I just have patience. I don't care. You can't put me on. You put me on hold. I'm going to be here 3, 5, 6 hours later. Yeah, hello, y'all. You got them? You get them? You can't stall me. So God understands that for 4 hours, I'm patient anyway. It ain't nothing to me. God, no, when I looked at the text, 4 hours and went by. No, somebody had a nap. Got me a couple naps in there. Fell in the job. Woke up. How much time I sleep? Yeah, I feel good. But when it's Father filtered, you look to the future. I looked ahead and I said, you know what? If the time calculated, by the time I would have been right in the spot where the trees was towed down, where the truck is overturned, but God said no. Come on, somebody. When you understand that all things are working together for your good because you love God, sometimes you're going to have patience for God to show you that I was just preventing some things for you. I was just stopping some stuff that the devil had up there for you. So sometimes you need a stumbling block. Sometimes you need a hindrance. Sometimes you need somebody in the store that's got to go back to get that $2 and quarters out the car. Sometimes you need somebody with that. Come on, have you ever seen somebody got a sack full of change in a sock? Got all this in a sock. Why you just ain't put it in no jar? She got to reach her hand in the sock. Or he got to reach his hand in the sock and pull out so many, put them down and slide and slide. And like, come on, I know you can count them quicker than that, but God is filtering that just for you. He's filtering it for you. So what you got to understand is, if God is filtering it, you better shut your mouth. You been up to my door. They got a self-checkout. You better stand in that line. Because God is saying, if you get down that road, you'll be saying, I know I should have stayed behind that old woman. I know I should have stayed behind that old man. I know I should have stayed behind that child. But now you're in a mess. So we found out when the thing is Father filtered, we understand that it's working for our good. So we don't matter what we go through, understand that it could have been worse. No matter what you go through, you got to always look at it and say, boy, it could have been worse than this. And shoot, I ain't that bad. When you get to talking to other folks who going through work, who done been through work, and they still here, and they still believe in God, what I'm telling y'all is, when you find out the things are Father filtered. Listen. I put it, I said, when we understand it is working for our good because it's been Father filtered. When you understand that God has been that filter for you, come on, it's a lot of stuff there. It's just like a motor. What happens there, and God will say, hold on, all that impurities, all that junk, all the stuff that the devil is trying to send. Come on, the devil trying to send all kind of stuff, but God said, no, you can't take him. No, they need. No, I know you can't. No. And he gets to choose what he desire for you to have. Because we often say that the Bible says that he won't put no more than you can bear. So whatever you're going through, God already knew that you was able to handle it. Come on, somebody. God already knew that you got enough strength. Come on, that you are able to go through exactly what you got on you. But a lot of times, we are allowed the devil to play with our mind and tell us, why me? Why me? Why? Let me tell you what you do. We get like the person that said that the Bible talks about. They said that when two people went down to pray. One man think he got it all together, so he look over there at the other man who's saying, Lord, forgive me. I know I ain't got it all right. I know I ain't did it all right. I know this right here, Lord. I just come asking you forgive me. The other look over there and say, at least I ain't like him. Get what a lot of us do. Come on, somebody. But what we do is, if you're going through something, your car got repossessed, you asking why? Why they didn't get Will then? Will did more than me. God, why they didn't get healed? They ain't got mine. You looking over and you are focusing on somebody else when God is saying you need to focus on your own self. You need to get your eyes. See, a lot of times what the devil want to do is the devil want to steal your focus. He want to get you to focusing on everything except God. Come on. He want to get you caught up in that. I made another doctor visit. He want to get you caught. I got another repossession. He want to get you caught up in, man, not my knees again, not my back again, not these ties again. He want to get you focusing on stuff that God is saying, if I had not filtered it, you wouldn't have a car. If I had not filtered it, you wouldn't be alive. If I had not filtered it, your arms would never work again. If I had not filtered it, that stroke would have took you out. If I had not filtered it, come on, when you slip off in that sleep and your sugar dropped, if I had not filtered it, you wouldn't have woke up, baby. But I put a filter in there. I made it fine. Come on, I made that TV. How that TV get so loud? What caused that TV to go up so loud? What made that hurt? How that wake me up? And you find out if it had not been for the filter of the Lord, if God had not filtered it, not you, me, none of us would be here. Because the devil would have said, let him go on in his sleep last night. But it's because of the Father's filter is that we here. It's because of his filter that we are alive and we are standing here today. And I thank God for his filter. I thank God for sifting it off and for taking out some things that the devil has said. Some things that were meant to destroy me. Come on. Can I help y'all? Can I help y'all for just a little while? The thing that was meant to destroy you, it just made you stronger. He saw some stuff to just destroy you, and it made you stronger. Come on, a lot of us thought that we couldn't make it without sister, or we couldn't make it without brother, but God showed us that I'll make you stronger. So Lord, we thank you for your filter. We thank you for filtering those things. We thank you for taking those things out. We thank you for putting those things in. Lord, we thank you. Thank you for catching it. Thank you for taking, Lord. And thank you for not putting no more on me when I can bear. And I found out that guess what? I'm strong. I mean, the Bible puts it this way. Let the weak say he's strong. I am strong. Some things the devil will put on you, he'll have you thinking that you can't make it, that you can't do it. Then you find out that God said he don't put no more on me than I can bear. Put me some more on. I ain't weak, I'm strong. Let the people that's weak say they're weak. I'm strong. And what I'm telling y'all is, I am so glad that God has filtered everything that we go through. Come on. That was a man. We understand. We look at the Bible. We see people that had gone through. A lot of people, come on. And I know sometimes when I was drinking and I was out there clubbing and all those things, a lot of times you sit back and you wish that you could have started earlier.
Thank you, Jesus.
I ain't talking about the drinking. I'm talking about I wish I could have. After I got out of recovery, I wish I could have started earlier. Come on. You want to go back, you be like, man, boy, if I know what I know now, I wouldn't have did this and I would have did that. If I know what I know now, I would have bought this and I would have bought that. And I listen, let me tell y'all, I told one of my friends, I said, you know what? Yeah, we bought our house. I think we was in our 20s, 27, 28 years old. We got our house. But I said, if I know what I know now, I would have bought it at 18 if I had the credit. I got it at 18. I wouldn't got it at 18 because I found out that guess what? It appreciates and not depreciates. And if I didn't want to stay there, I can have tenants. I could put people in it, but I didn't know. So what the devil will do is he'll have us remorsing and thinking that, well, you know, I gotta listen. No, don't worry about that. God said he can restore. Everything that the devil took from us, God can restore it. He can bring it all back. So don't worry about that. And understand this, that everything that we are going through, come on, listen, that it already have been Father filtered. It don't matter what you're going through, no matter what sin. And listen, if God could only show us what the devil had desired for us, if God could only show us what he really wanted to do to us, if God would show us what he really wanted to do, we'd be like, ooh, Lord, I thank you. I thank you, Lord, because it could have been a lot worse. Ooh, Lord, I thank you. I thank you for what you did, because we don't understand what the devil really want to do, but we know what his desire is: to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That is his desire for each and every one of us. The devil desire to kill us. That's it. That's his whole desire. Listen, it starts out with death first. That the thief only come but to kill. First thing is, his first agenda is to kill. I mean, when he first look at me or you, he want me to get so drunk that I get in that car and I flip it and die. He want me to get so much alcohol in me that I get alcohol poisoning. Can I just say that right there? He want me to smoke so much dope that I go into a coma. He want me to eat so much sugar that my sugar goes so high that come on. He want me to eat so much pork. He want me to die. His first agenda is death. And then if I can't get you through that, I go down and I want to destroy your reputation. I want to destroy your name. I want to destroy. So when people mention you, they mention what you did in the past. They mention what you was. They mention all that. If I can't kill you, I'll destroy you. I had you looking in that mirror saying I can't make it, but Lord, I thank you for your filter. I thank you for all I've been through, and I know that you caused some stuff, and I can remember some time that I supposed to have been dead, that I should have died, come on, I'll close with that. But listen, kill, steal, and destroy. So now he want to steal from you first. Second is steal. I didn't get to the destroy. I didn't skip the spot. The next thing he want to do, he want to steal. I just told y'all that I felt like he stole so much time, and I wish I could go back and get it. That's right. If I knew what I know now, the time that he stole from me, I wouldn't have allowed him to steal it, because I thought I was having a good time out there drinking and clubbing and this woman and that woman and selling drugs. And I look back, I said, good God Almighty, if I know what I know now, that son of a gun, where? Show me the devil. I want to fight it. All that stealing you done did for me, all that time I done wasted, I wasted so much time that I can't get back, and it makes me mad. Where you at, devil? Son of a gun. So we know he desires to kill, then he desires to steal, and then he decided to destroy you. And we understand. We find out that that's his whole agenda. His whole agenda is to kill, steal, and then try to destroy. But his first agenda is to kill you. My first agenda is to take you out, is what the devil is saying. My first thing is what I want to do is I want to get rid of you. I want you 6 feet deep. I want you down here with me. I want you on your way to hell. Since you're on your way, you might well let me go ahead and take you out and get you down here with me. Hit it one more time. Drink that liquor one more time. Drink and drive. Come on. You know, most folks, we understand that most folks, when they get to drinking, they sure enough can drive in their mind. Give me them keys. Come on, somebody. But I thank God. I thank God for being a filter. Listen, I was sitting here and I was thinking of how I was going to end it. I have a real life story. I guess I could to use it. But then I had a regular story too. But we'll just see. We'll see. I graduated school in '97. Yeah, Antoine, you still walking around in. You was in Kennedy. You was down in Kennedy. You wouldn't even thought about it back then. Yeah, you wouldn't even, you wouldn't even thought about it. Kennedy was out there doing everything else. You wouldn't even thought. You wouldn't even have thought in '97. So, 2000, baby. You're 2000, baby. You don't even remember the time. See, you don't remember the time in 1999. folk were getting water and Vienna pilot meat and crap. Before you were born, folk were saying the world was going to end. So let me tell you what happened in 99. In 1999, December the 31st, people were looking for the lights to cut off, and folk were looking up and folk were getting it right. They had built bunkers. 99. See, that's before you were born. You were born in 2000. You don't even know what happened from January the December the 31st at 11:59. Folks say, God coming back. Because that clock won't go to 26 to 30. Y'all better get right. Come on, everybody go to church. Church was packed. 99. But let me get back to my story. So Y2K. Folk were scared and buying water. You couldn't find no battery for flashlight. Come on. Folk had somebody buying water by the case, by the truckloads. They had vinyls and crackers and pilot meat. You were here, boy. Yeah, that's another thing. Let me get out there. Let me get back to my story. Go back to your story, Johnson. Antoine in 2000, baby. Listen, in 97 when I graduated, we all got together. We went to the club, Buddy Diggs. Went up to Buddy Diggs, and I need to tell Creisha right now. Creisha, if you ever watch this video, thank you. Creisha, listen. We was at the club. I done bought all this liquor and beer. Well, I ain't bought it because I ain't old enough, but I had my brothers and some of my friends that bought all this liquor and beer for me. I ain't old, I ain't about 18. I ain't old enough to get no beer and liquor. So they bought all this beer and liquor for me. Yeah. So we get to the club, and my high school there, and man, I got a cooler full. Y'all don't want that shit? Come on up here. I got 2 coolers, Popping cool. We drinking. That was Corona and lemon. We drinking good. I got Michelob's. I got the variety. Then I got the bottle. I got the good bottle. Come on. Well, Seagram gin. I got for the rock gut people. I got E&J. Then I got some cognac for myself. Come on. See, I had the cognac. You give me a couple pieces of ice, and I drank cognac. I used to drink. The rest of them boys get that rock good. And we used to do all that. And we was in the club. Never forget this. Creisha looked over at me and said, I think we need to leave. Girl, I'm having a good time. I'm with my friend. We having a good time. I ain't want to go right now. Then something said, boy, you better listen to her. Me and Creisha, we go get in the car. Shoot, I gave my classmaster, man, y'all take these coolers. I get them all. Y'all finish. I'll have a good time. I left there. The next morning. Can I talk to y'all? I had a dude I gotta back up. A guy had broken my car at school. Stole all my CDs. Antoine, this one they had a book of CDs. I gotta help you. Yeah. This one CD was in something like this right here. What you say, Magic Mike? Oh, I got Magic Mike right here. Hey, you pull it out the sleeve. You have to pull it. You pull out the sleeve and you stick the CD. See, Antoine, you don't get this on your time. See, dude stole my CD book. So you think about what he did? Stole your cell phone? I know. Then when we had CD like this right here. It was in a big old book like this, Antoine. So they stole my CDs and snatched my radio out. So guess what happened? I had another car sitting in the yard. I took the one out that car, put it in this car. I had another radio at the house. I put the radio back in. I had another little small CD book. They broke the one out again, but they couldn't get the radio. They got the little CD book. So I confront this guy that they say did it when they used to have a fair in Clayton. Confront the guy. He get to crying, saying he didn't do it, and all this right here. He crying, and he crying. So now we get back to the night at the Buddy Diggs. Creisha tell me to leave. I get up the next morning, find out that the dude that I confronted took a shotgun and blow the dude away. Didn't kill him, but he shot his arm, missed his arm, shot his arm almost off. And I said, if it had not been for the Lord, who told Creisha, when I'm at the high, come on, I'm still in high school, I've just graduated high school, we having a good time, and something tell her to say, y'all need to leave. Come on, that was God years ago. He knew that I was going to be able to stand here and tell y'all that, guess what? If God wouldn't have filtered, that I would have been the one. Come on, he's crying. He's by himself. Now he's with his buddies, and he got a shotgun. Who you think he going to remember? Come on, somebody. Come on. He going to remember me, but because of God, since God filtered it, and God said, not you, he told Creature to tell me, let's go. Hold on. Me. But Costa ain't saying the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let them burn, mother. Burn. Let me hear Costa say that one more time, please. You know when Costa come, it's packed. You sure we gotta leave? But when I look back, I find out that God filtered it, because the devil said, I got a man that's going to blow you away tonight, baby. Yeah, oh yeah. He remember you. He been watching me, and I'm wondering why he looking at me all night long anyway. He watching me, and everywhere I go, I said, Tell him, have you ever been at a place, and every time you look, they looking at you? Come on, every time it don't matter how you move and you look around. Is he watching me? Let me see him and I. Right. Everywhere you go, no matter where you post up at, the joker watching you. Something ain't right. I mean, something in the milk ain't clean. What you watching me for? I mean, he know he got that double barrel shotgun out there tonight. With that double barrel, he bad. So he's looking at you like, yeah, oh yeah. It just wait till the lights come on. When the lights come on, I'm gonna show you, boy. That's what he's saying to himself. But since God had a filter, and I thank God for filtering it just for me, because I'm here today because of God's filter. I'm able to tell you that story today because of God's filter. And I'm so glad that God filtered that thing for me. And I hate it for the other brother that got shot, but Lord, I'm glad it wasn't me. Come on, somebody. I'm glad it wasn't me now. I mean, I hate the other brother got shot, but guess what? I know that the bullet was meant for me. That's what the devil had for me. But what God will do is, God allow. Let me tell you what happened. I didn't get shot, but Tyreek came, and that was like it was. I mean, I had my son that I don't talk to now. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I didn't get shot, but I got a son that don't even call me, don't know me, don't talk to, don't do nothing. You see what I'm talking about? So I'm like, God, what was the punishment? You know what I'm talking about? So it's always filtered, and we find out, when we understand that what we are going through, I believe the Bible says, is not to be compared to the weight of glory. I can't remember the verse, but what we are formally going through right now is not to be compared to what if we do the right thing and make it into heaven. This little stuff that we going through, and a lot of times what happens is we think it's only us that's going through. We think we got the worst going on, and the only thing I often tell people, you ain't got to do nothing but stop by the nursing home. You stop by there, you see folks in their right mind, but they can't move. Think you got it bad. You got jokers in there that if I could just remember how to take these pills, I wouldn't have to be here. But I can't. And daughters and got brothers and sons and this and this. One of the things I found out, that you better be glad that God filtered some stuff. Listen, you still able to take care of yourself. You still able to walk and talk and drive and do all this stuff for you. You better be glad. Because what the devil will get you on your sick bed. That way he want all of us. If I can't get you dead, let me steal your health from you. Let me get you on your sick bed. And I'll show you how much folks say they love you, they don't love you. They don't love you, let me show you. And that's what he desire. He desire. But God is saying, no. Yes, you can make it. What about what the doctor said? Who cares about what the doctor say? What I say. Come on. Listen. We find out that if it had not been for the Lord, that's what the Bible says. If it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, when man rose up against me, where would I be? But I just want to say, if it had not been for the Lord, or if it had not been for my Father who filtered, look over our lives. We know it was time that, come on, we had them same heaters plugged up all through the house. When you could turn them over and they wouldn't cut off. Why do you think you can turn them over now and they cut off? Because so many people got burnt up.
That's right.
If it had not been for the Lord, come on. If it had not been for the Lord, when you look back over your life, you see that. See that? I was just telling Will, I said, we turn that, I tilt that joke just a little bit and it cut off. They put that feature in there because guess what? A lot of people done turn them over and they ain't here no more. Come on. What's the name? The little man, Mr. Willis, he ain't here no more. Space heater. Found out that we found out that because of that, if it had not been for the Lord who filtered some things, come on, the devil desired that heater caught on fire. Come on, we know when we was living in old regular houses, that electricity in that thing, you didn't have lights on one side. Ran extension cords all through the house. Come on, ain't but one side of the house working. Come on, we know it, but guess what? The devil is designed for this joker to catch a fire and burn everybody up, and we know of people who have got burnt up in houses that didn't have one side working just like ours, but somehow our God filtered so we wouldn't die. Come on, we know of people that drank the same alcohol, that did the same drug, that drunk and drive just like we did, but they ain't here no more. We know of people who was at the club and got shot and they didn't make it. We know of people that was at the hospital, that was doing fine, and all of a sudden they didn't make it. But look at you. A lot of us have went through the exact same thing that the devil said, you ain't gonna make it. Oh, this right here gonna take you out. But look at you now. You are still here. What the devil meant for bad, how about it that God will turn it around for our good? When the devil thought he had you, God turned that thing around. Come on. When people rose up against you, God turned it around. When people said all kind of manner of evil against you, God turned that thing around. When the doctor got over and he pronounced you this, and he pronounced you that, and he pronounced this, and he pronounced that, but God turned that around. What I'm telling y'all is, what God will do is, he'll take a bad situation and turn that thing around for your good, because it's all in his filter. And when we understand that when God is in the mix, that there's nothing God can't do, there's nothing God cannot do. When we understand that everything got to come down from God. When I found out that the devil had to have permission, he got to ask God, can he? When I found out that the devil got to get permission from God, so whatever he's seeing, God has approved it, baby. It's been approved. Come on. Have y'all ever watched the TV and they'll sit down, a Warnock saying, this message is approved by Pastor Warnock? Come on, somebody. When he was running against that man, what I'm telling y'all is, what God is saying is, what I have filtered down to you, I'm telling you that I'm not going to put no more on you than you can bear. I have approved. Come on. Sometimes we got to understand. The Bible says sometimes what God want to do is he want to show his glory in you. That I can turn some things around, that I can do some things. I know what the doctor said, but I have him scratching his head. I don't know. It seems like everything good for some reason. Come on. I haven't scratched his head, but I know what it looked like last month. I know what it looked like 2 months ago. I know what it looked like last year. But God is saying, God ain't stuck in no time. God is a healer. God is a mind regulator. What I'm telling y'all is, God said, if I filtered it, then I approve whatever you're going through. That means that I know that I would never put more on you than you can bear. Father approved. Come on. When I found out that no matter what I go through, when I found out, listen, it no matter what I've been through, that it's all been Father but filtered. And before it got to me, it had to go through him. Amen. When you understand that no matter what you're going through, it had to be approved by God first. Come on, somebody. Well, it was approved by God first. And sometimes in God's approval, sometimes it's just to get your attention. You ain't been praying like you're supposed to. Come on. You ain't been reading that word like you're supposed to. And sometimes it's just to get your attention. Sometimes God got to approve some stuff to make you straighten up. Come on. Can I help y'all? I never forget when I used to drink and drive. I'd be drinking real good. Oh, police get behind me, I straighten up.
That's right.
Come on. What God is saying is sometimes I got to do some things to make you straighten up. Come on. No, come on. Make you straighten up. So what I'm telling y'all is sometimes God approves some stuff just to get you to straighten up. Come on. I'm all over the road till the police get behind me. Police get behind me. All of a sudden, I got sober all of a sudden. I get so sober. Try that song. I always miss a beat. Now, police get on my head. Hold on. You got to wake up. Sometimes God sends stuff just to wake you up. You've been drifting and driving. You've been in this lane. You've been in that lane. You've been off the road. You've been back on the road. You're snatching back and forth. You're fighting. And you're doing all these things. Some things God has to filter just to wake you up. So some things, is working for your good. It wasn't meant to be bad. And I'll never put no more on you than you can bear. So what God is saying is, sometimes I got to be like the state trooper. I got to be like the police. And I got to make you straighten up. Come on, somebody. Listen. It's been Father filtered before it got to you. You hear me? Before it got to you, it had to go through God. The devil was up there. He was talking to God about Job. Said, I can't touch him. You got no filter. You got a hedge of protection around him. Can't nobody mess with him. So he got to get permission. So everything you went through, it was filtered. A lot of the stuff the devil wanted to do, God called us and said, no, show. They strong enough for that. Let that go through. Okay. They can handle that. It's just like that motor in your car. Some stuff it catches. Other stuff it says, well, it can handle it. It'll recycle it and it'll come back. That's what God does. He filters it. Some stuff that he understands that you can handle. Some stuff we are not strong enough. But other things he know that you can handle, so he lets it go through. Because it strengthens you. And sometimes it has to show you the strength that you have. It has to show you that you are stronger than what you think you are. Because we've been through. You went through other things and you made it through that. So God is saying, I know you got the strength because we used to have a rag and a rock and you used to have nails in your door and you had a master lock and had one electric blanket and you gave that to the children. Come on, you know what it's like to have water sandwiches and while your kids eat. You stronger than what you think you are, but the devil got you thinking that you ain't strong. And sometimes God got to say something to let you know that you are stronger. Listen, it's been Father filtered before it ever got to you. It had to go through God.